Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is October 5th, 2023. So, just want to show you guys something. So, right now the NFL Thursday night football game is going on. The Bears are leading the Washington Commanders 27-3. They're on their way to end their 14-game losing streak and become 1-4 for the season on TNF, which equals 14 in Gematria. And they also are doing it the day that Dick Butkus passed away at the age of 80, a Hall of Fame linebacker that played for the Bears back in the 60s. And we're going to talk about all of it, but let me just show you guys how sick this stuff is. You know, just on Sunday, I made a video showing how the Boston Red Sox game, it was synced up with Tim Wakefield, who died that same day. The Red Sox ended their season 78-84, like how the name Thomas Wakefield, or Timothy Wakefield, equals 78-84. And, of course, that game was played on a Sunday. Sunday has Gematria of 78-84. But Dick Butkus, right, he spent most of his, I think he spent his entire career with the Bears. And he died at the age of 80. They're calling it a medical emergency. That's the cause of death right now. They haven't gave an exact cause of death, but that's what they're saying led to his death. It was a medical emergency that, I guess, ended his life. And, of course, in Gematria, a linebacker has Gematria of 80. But this is what's sick about his death coming today on October 5th. Right now, the Bears, their all-time record is 786, and they have 628 losses. And using the Jewish cipher, the name Dick Butkus equals 628. And his actual name is actually Richard Butkus. And if you notice, his actual name has Gematria of 787. And if the Bears are able to close off the Commanders today, they will improve to 787 and 628 all time as a franchise, matching the Gematria of Dick Butkus' name on the day that he died. And of course, Freemasonry is also 787, and Masonry is 105, like how today is 10/5. But let me just show you guys all the notes that we had on this game. This game was a big 14 ritual. The game, like I said in the beginning, the Bears haven't lost. They haven't won a game since last season on October 24th. And their losing streak began on October 30th. And from October 30th, if you notice here, from October 30th, 2022, that was the first loss that started this streak of 14 games. They are 0-14 since October 30th, 2022, and that includes last week, where they blew a 14-point lead to the Broncos in the fourth quarter. Notice the Gematria end is 14, just like the word dead and TNF, right? This game is being played on a Thursday night, during Thursday night football. Right? TNF is 14. The word dead is 14. Today, Dick Butkus just passed away. And the Bears look like they're going to end their losing streak, right? And keep in mind that today is 10-5, and 105 is the 14th triangular number. Commanders equals 105. Masonry equals 105 as well. Of course, they're playing against Sam Howell, the Washington Commanders quarterback, who wears the number 14 as well. This was last week, right? Against the Broncos, led by 14 in the fourth quarter, and they blew that game. But that game was leading up to today. As today, they will improve to 1-4, right? In their 104th NFL season, the Bears. But, yeah, let me show you guys this, too, as well. Thursdays, they usually do a lot of 35 rituals on Thursdays. And in Gematria, the name Dick Butkus, it has that 121, the blood sacrifice number, but his name is also 149, the 35th prime number. And you guys notice what I wrote here. The Washington Commanders can pick up their 35th home loss of the season. Actually, the 35th home loss altogether for the NFL. The 34th home loss for the NFL on Thursday, and Thursday at 35, that's just like Chicago. And like I said, the name Dick Butkus is 149, the 35th prime number. But yeah, so this is what it takes for these teams to win. Just like on Sunday when the Boston Red Sox upsetted the Baltimore Orioles. Today the Bears are trying to upset the Washington Commanders. And I think isn't today the 273rd day of the year? Let me just see. Actually, the 278th. Okay. And you know, guys, notice how today's the day with 58 numerology. The word "end" is also 58, right? Their losing streak that dated back to last season is going to end on the 58 day numerology. I'll show you. And is 58. If you guys saw the game, if you guys been watching the game, one of the first plays of the game, Justin Fields threw a 58-yard pass. And once I saw that, I was like, oh, yeah, this is a good sign for their losing streak to end and make them 1-4. Yeah, but you see, this is also proof. Like, man, the Bears, they've been around for 104 years, right? This is their 104th season. This stat right here, you guys know what this proves? When the Bears began playing football, right, when their team was founded, whatever year that was, let me just look it up. 1920. That's when the Bears franchise was founded. That was 104 years ago. In 1920, I don't think even computers existed. Maybe they did. Maybe, but, I don't think so. In 1920, they was already keeping track of the wins and losses. So these games have been rigged for a long time. That was 104 years ago. And every single game after that has been perfectly scripted for this moment today. But you guys got to understand that Dick Butkus wasn't born in 1920, though. See, that's what makes it all sick. Because that was 40 years before Dick Butkus was born. Actually, no, it was actually 44 years. Dick Butkus was... The Bears, they were 44 years old when Dick Butkus was born. So how did they know that Dick Butkus was going to be born 44 years prior? And how did they know that he was going to develop into a football player? Or maybe, the other possibility is that he was chosen randomly and then given this fake name just to fit the ritual with the record. That's another possibility. Because, this name, it seems very perverted, right? Dick and Butt and Kiss. Doesn't seem like a real name, but, it's possible because I know a lot of dicks out there. I never met a Butkus, though. But yeah, that's the only possibility. That's the only thing I can think of. It's either they gave him this fake name to fit this ritual, or maybe they knew 44 years before he was born that he was going to be born and become a linebacker for their franchise. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I don't know the answers to. But, what are the odds of that? Of this happening today, like this? The day that he dies. The day of this big 14 ritual. A number that's associated with death. Yeah, I don't know all the answers, man. But a lot of this stuff is spooky, man. Because I'm like, man, 1920? He was born 44 years later. How the fuck did they know? Shit, it's crazy. But I'll keep it short and simple. And, I know you guys want to watch the second half of the game. It's about to start soon. So, yeah, that name looks fake. Absolutely. So Gully says there was no sound because I wasn't speaking. Yeah, let me just show you guys that I don't just give out bets on Patreon. I'll actually bet on my own picks. This is my FanDuel right here, and I did the decode. I did the decode before I even knew about Dick Butkus' death because I saw a big 14 ritual, and I placed a $300 bet on the Bears, and I'm about to turn that $300 into almost $1,000. And like I said in my last video on Sunday, Sunday I made some good money on Sunday. I don't think games like this. These are the type of games that I go big on. When there's a former player that passes away and that person seems to be synced up with the record of the team that's playing on the same day that he dies. I don't really think that this is gambling. I know a lot of people think that every game you're gambling on. No, games like this where the ritual is so clear, there's no gambling involved. This is an investment. I highly doubt the Commanders win today. Down by 24 at the half. I mean, we've seen bigger comebacks than that. Last year, I think the Vikings overcame a 33-point deficit at the half, but I just highly doubt it. I highly doubt the Vikings, the Commanders win, and I highly doubt this doesn't come into fruition. So I don't know. I don't think this is gambling. And the thing about this is, if I wasn't so greedy, I can cash out right now, and I will still make a profit. So even a lot of times, a lot of you make excuses like why you don't win. You see, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be greedy because there's $50 on the table which I can take right now. This is the thing, right? This is I think I'm gonna cash out. I'm gonna think about it real hard before the half starts, because I don't know if I want to risk. And this is where you have to be smart when you're gambling. Right now, they're offering me about $850. I only spent $3, so I made $500 plus already. This is a $40 difference, and this is about a $50 difference. So should I risk $850, $860, because I'm waiting to make another extra 90? See, this is where you have to be disciplined at. And you know what? Even though the Bears are going to win this game, I'm going to do this just so you guys can become more disciplined. You guys don't have to, because this is the thing, right? Once I cash out, I don't have to watch the rest of the game. So I'm going to cash out. I left some money on the table, which I don't mind. But this is what I want you guys to start doing, because a lot of you make excuses why you lost. See, right now, even if the Commanders win, who gives a fuck? I already made money off these people, right? And yeah, I did leave $90 on the table, but this is where you become a better gambler and a smarter gambler, because this is the thing about this game, right? Even though the numbers are fitting perfectly for the 14-game losing streak to end today, the Washington Commanders, they have a narrative. They have a narrative. And now I don't have to worry about that narrative. You see, the Washington Commanders, they can pick up that 628th all-time win. And you guys notice how Dick Butkus is also 628. But I don't have to worry about that anymore, because I already cashed out. I already made a big profit. Look at that. I turned a $300 bet. And let me just refresh this. And now I have $862. So I was able to make $562, and I only had to watch 2 quarters of the game. Now I could have made a little bit more. I could have made an extra 90, but I'm okay with that. You see, you guys have to control the greed. A lot of you make excuses like why you don't win. It's because you guys are not smart gamblers. You guys are too greedy. All right? I don't think waiting for 90 is worth me risking $860. That's like me placing an $860 bet on a negative on Mayweather to win, and only making $90 profit. Do you think, would you guys ever do that? Would you guys ever bet $860 to make 90? You see, you won't. So why wait till the second half to finish just to make another $90? It's okay. That $90 I'm gonna make it probably tomorrow with another rig game, or I could just wait for the next former football player to pass away and make some more money with that. You see, that's how you make money with Gematria. A lot of people make excuses why they don't make money with Gematria. The games are rigged. They are rigging the games. If you're not making money with Gematria, it's because you don't know how to gamble and you're too greedy. You have to look in the mirror. You have to look in the mirror. It's not the Gematria that's the problem. It's you. Yeah, the numbers fit perfectly for the Bears. But if the Commanders have any narrative, and nine times out of 10, both teams always have a narrative. 9 times out of 10. So the smart thing to do is to get out while you're ahead, right? Being up at the half, it does not guarantee that you're gonna win, right? So that's what I'll say about that. But like I said, I do think the Bears are gonna win and end that 14-game losing streak. I mean, why else would CBS put out this article earlier this morning? Bears 14-game losing streak. The miserable fourth quarter numbers behind Chicago franchise worst skid. Their franchise worst skid is 14 games. How many times we've covered rituals with 14 and them ending at 14? But not all streaks end at 14, so that's why you have to be careful with that. But I think the Dick Butkus was the nail on the coffin. And again, Commanders has that Gematria of 105, the 14th triangular number. And today is 10-5. So the Bears are looking really, really good. All right. So I'll end it there. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, I don't need that $90. I don't need that $90 because I will never bet $860 just to make $90. I will never do that. So why risk it? Because I think that they're going to win. Yeah, they are going to win, but I don't need to risk it. I can make money tomorrow, right? All right, so enjoy the second half. It's about to start. Thank you for watching, and rest in peace to Dick Butkus. And if you guys want sports picks, I always leave a link in the comment section of every video. So, have a good night, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Peace.